How's everyone doing today? Gonna have to update the intro video with some more fails. Or outro video. I don't know. Is it the intro video or the outro video? Because I play it for both. How's everyone doing today? So, it is Tuesday. And I feel fine, I guess. I don't know. But today, we got some unfront falling offing to unfront fall off. So, if you were here on Saturday, you caught the Saturday stream. If you did not, why? The front fell off. This part decided to detach itself from this part. And overall, we did not have a good time. Good times were not had by all. We had some better times later in the stream when the alcohol got involved. But the stream itself kind of went a little south about an hour and 11 minutes in, along with the tool head. So we're going to fix that. Now, this is a stopgap fix. We're basically just putting it back together with new parts. It's not going to solve the underlying cause of the problem, which is not really a design defect, but it's basically several things that have to do with the tool head we're using, the afterburner, and the hot end, and thermodynamics, because, you know, in this house, we obey the laws of thermodynamics. Things got melty. So I don't think we'll be pushing Ultim anytime soon, or trying to. But we're going to get the machine back up and running so that we can resume normal printing operations. So, the plan is I have all new parts here, along with we're replacing some parts that really didn't need to be replaced, but we're going to replace them anyways. So, currently some of these parts are CF nylon. Everything is going to be PCCF. So, we're going to PCCF all around. These were all printed with a 0.6 nozzle with my Revo Obsidian. So, yes, it does print PCCF quite good. There it is. There we go. Also, I tried printing some of the parts using the new Super Slicer, or correction, Prusa Slicer with the Arachne engine. I don't know if it's because I imported a Super Slicer profile, because that's what all my profiles for most of my Vorons are Prusa Slicer profiles, or Super Slicer. But the parts look like shit. So I reprinted them with like the stable version of Prusa Slicer, and they were fine. So it crapped out on overhangs. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it's the profile or what, but yeah. Also, more Mando stuff, because I'm like working away. I'm trying to like do parts when I can. So Mando is coming along. We got the chest piece. Gonna hit the mic, but this goes like that. This goes like this somehow, and then half piece goes like here or something. There we go. I have Mando armor. Probably can't hear because I'm covering the mic. But yeah, it's coming along. All these need to be weathered and everything. This part is pretty much done. This is easy peasy. Texturing these was the smartest thing I've ever come up with, because I don't have to... I didn't sand this. This is straight off the machine. Textured, painted, black washed. Literally 5 minutes of work. How do you get that finished? This one is bed liner, because I wanted a chunkier, I wanted like a thicker finish on this part. I want it to look like not quite metal. Originally I was going to leave it like plasticky. Bed liner. The rest of it is stone guard, stone chip guard. So it's like an asphalt paint that you put on your car to protect from stone chips. So it leaves like, if you do one light coat over the whole thing, it gives it like a cast look. And then you hit it with some metallic paint and you're good to go. Did I use hammered paint? Nope. I textured it and then I painted it. So when you look at it, like you can't see any of the layer lines at all. But yeah, it's stone guard. So you spray it with stone guard, let that dry, and then you paint it with whatever paint. So that way the whole thing is textured. I don't have to use textured paint, because if I want to use different colors, I can, and it won't show up. Although this part was the most annoying part, because this is the first part I've done on this the earpiece here, that doesn't have texturing. So I had to actually sand this flat, and it friggin' sucked. So I got one ear done. I got to do the other ear. I was originally thinking of switching it to design, but too much modification, so I'm just gonna go with the stock design, and then I gotta put the lens in. But it's coming along. I need to get some blue metallic paint for in there, though. This is just blue. I need to go blue metallic. But it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm hoping... I don't think I won't have it done for Earth. Because as soon as stuff starts showing up for the Death Racer, I'm going to switch priorities to working on the Death Racer. But I want that done for Halloween. So, Matt Shammy gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. I know they've updated Prusa Slicer. I haven't tried the new version. I haven't tried the beta. The last one I tried was one of the alphas. That gave me the issue. And then also, don't forget Friday's stream. This Friday coming up is the community challenge stream. So if you want a chance at winning some merch and Filament, enter. There's 2 categories, okay? Go to the Discord, link in the description. Join the community Discord. The bottom of the Discord channels, there's the August challenge stream. There's 2 categories. Print a Benchy. If you think you can impress me by just printing a Benchy and you want a chance at winning some merch and a roll of Filament, just print a Benchy and submit it. Now, bear in mind, you have to impress me by printing a Benchy. But, you know, you got some funky filament or you got some cool way of printing a Benchy, go for it. If you win, you win. If you can't print for whatever reason, you just like listening to the sound of my voice, but you can paint a Benchy. You can win. There's an open category. Just anything Benchy related. You can win there. So we're doing that Friday. We're doing that Friday. So that's Friday stream. And then also, should I announce it now? If the box that I'm waiting for shows up in time, there will be an unboxing Friday. It is something you have no idea what it is. It will blow your minds. That's all I'm going to say. So that will take place after Friday's contest. So at the end of the stream Friday, we'll do an unboxing of something. And no, don't even try guessing because none of you will get it right. Okay. And no, I'm not going to announce it now because I don't have the item. Notice how I said item. I'm not giving you any hint on what it is. Okay. So, what else are we doing? Oh, yeah. Also, if you want to win some Polymaker filament today, you don't want to wait, link in the description. Enter for your chance to win. We give away a spool every stream. Are we going to retry? Probably not today because I got a... One thing I'm realizing I do really need to dry the Ultim properly. Because even though, like, it says dry for 4 hours at 150 or something like that, I did, like, all day at 70 and it wasn't enough. So I'm going to, next time I'm out and about, I'm going to go hit up, like, a Value Village or one of those Goodwill stores and see if I can buy, like, an old toaster oven so I can properly dry it because I don't want to dry it in my oven. So. Ultim is PI. Ultim is PI. Ultim is a brand name of PI resin made by Sabic. So it's Ultim 1010. So, what happened with this guy? So for those that don't know what happened, the front fell off. What caused the front to fall off? The heat set inserts that go here and here pulled out. So what we're gonna do is I've got new carriages here that were printed in PCCF. I don't know what brand this is. I think it's Pryline. So we're going to replace these. I got longer heat sets, and we are going to use some of this gold foil to try and insulate some stuff. I don't know how well it will work. This is like a stopgap. Because, let's be honest, to properly print PC, or for the temps we're looking at because of this heat issue, I might just try printing the carriage out of Ultim and see what we get. Like, that's kind of where we're at. So let's take this apart and see if we got any more things that are completely euchred that we can point out while we do this. Need a convection toaster oven to work well. Okay. Well, I'll see what's at the, you know, I'm not gonna go buy a brand new toaster oven just so I could dry filament. But if I can find a cheap used one, I will. Actually, we should do that. Put a dot of paint on that so I make sure I do the right one in the future. Where did I put my little piece? Where did I put it? I have a little thing for this specifically, and I don't know where to put it. That'll work. Just so I make sure I got the right connector here. I used to have a white paint marker that I would use for this, but unfortunately I don't know where I put it. So I have to make do without it. Okay, so those are those fans. So I'm not concerned about the extruder. The extruder on this is an LGX, so I've got no worries about the extruder. I'm pretty confident in the extruder itself, and I don't think that'll be an issue. An air fryer. I have an air fryer. Can an air fryer do 150? An air fryer should be able to do 150. I have an old air fryer. I might, you know what? I might just use my old air fryer. I don't know if I could set the temperature on it, though. I'll have to check. But I do have an old air fryer that I stopped using because it's kind of old and falling apart. Okay, so we got some new parts here. Actually, no, that's an old part. Old parts go over there. That'll do. Deep fryer. We're supposed to remove moisture, not add moisture. Although, yeah, it probably would add moisture. Dustin, Speed, $20. Cheers. This is the one the front fell off of? Yes, it is. We are unfront falling it off of. And for those wondering, why am I not going to Stealth Burner? I'm using a Mosquito, which currently isn't supported by Stealth Burner. And two, this machine doesn't really need part cooling. For the materials it prints, I run either no fan or barely a fan. So there's really no point in me putting a Stealth Burner on this. And also the Mosquito is not supported. So the Mosquito will require a full near redesign of the ducts on a Stealth Burner to work properly anyways. Hi, Steve! Yeah, it's not very typical of the front falling off. I'd like to make a point of that. There we go. Make sure fan spin, good. Actually, let me put a dollop of glue on here. I'm starting to get a little worried about this. Yeah. Oh no, I'm all out of rags. I used them all up. I gotta go get more. Shoot. Could have gone ABBN. But why? ABBN is, actually no. Would ABBN support SKO? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I need some filament. Hey, some filament. What kind of filament are you? I don't know. It'll work. Actually, I don't know if it will. Will it? Yeah, I gotta drill through that. Because unfortunately, this stuff is a little stringy, so the filament doesn't quite fit right through. Oh my God. Where are my little drill bits? This might be a problem. Use my fancy Mitutoyo now. 1.75. Nope, that's 2.4. Where are my little drill bits? Am I gonna have to go? Oh, dang it! Did this fall over? This fall over. I have a 2 mil drill bit that I use for this. I'll find it. Although the way things are going, Friday's stream might just be me cleaning this mess of a room. My desk is getting quite bad. That'll work. DFH gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. There, that works. Okay. And now I need the bottom part. So since I've determined that this little piece of filament is quite structural, apparently, we're going to upgrade it to CF nylon or PCCF as well. Because previously we had PETG and the entire hot end was held on by it. So we're going to upgrade that to a more rigid material. There we go. So that's done. Get these old parts in the bin. I love how much fun Timot's having right now. Some reamers. I have a bunch of reamers in my toolbox. Now that I have my toolbox, but they're probably all way too big for this kind of use. Because my toolbox was, you know, I built 100,000 pound injection mold, so I have like, you know, 1/4 inch to 1 inch. Not itty bitty to little itty bitty. Okay, I'm going to take one of these side panels off just so I have a bit more room. I forgot how much these ones suck to deal with. There we go. Look at all that insulation. Okay. Should I take the door off? Yeah, I'll leave the door on. I'll take the door off. Thomas, $9.99. Cheers. Thanks for the slideshow. 2-minute hard K. The front fell off is like a running meme with the Voron dev team. So we've all, pretty much everyone on the team almost knows the whole script off by heart by now. Okay, so now, how does this come apart again? I don't want to undo, I don't want to take apart this whole thing, right? Like, I need to replace the 2 carriage parts. So I'm thinking, got all our wires are loose now. So let me undo the probe, undo the end stop. And then let me take off that. So get the wires out of the way. It's not that I'm being lazy, I just don't want to do more work than I need to. Go, okay. Put these out of the way. Okay. There we go. So these parts are fine. There's nothing. These parts, I don't see any wear on them. Heat sets are still seated firmly. So I'm not worried about this part. This part, we're fine. So let's save this. However, though, this part is toasty. It is coming apart. So let's unhook these belts. Okay, so let's that's off. Those off. So these are high temp belts, by the way. Do I got room from underneath here? I like it to see inside of the toaster. I streamed the whole build. Oh, this sucks. So the problem with this is I dropped a screw and it's silver, and the entire inside of this printer is silver, and I have no idea where it went. Will it show up somewhere one day? Maybe. Oh, there it is. Gotcha. Should probably tape down that bottom piece there. There we go. Don't talk about gubbins. You'll only end up beating them. No, that's only set screws, not gubbins. You're thinking grub screws. There we go. Okay. So there's your problem. Right there. So you can see they melted out the bottom because your extruder is constantly pushing filament down, so it was constantly downforce on it. Everything else looks kind of fine. Rails still move fine. Colin gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. That's a hole. Yeah, that's a hole. It's not supposed to be there. Get these out. Trying to reuse as much as I can. The heat shape egg heats. Yeah, it all fell apart. It was not good. So I'm going to reuse this little piece because I forgot to print it. So we're just going to reuse it because it's not too melty. Take the probe out. The probe is still working. And remember, this was 380 degrees, and this probe is just fine. So. But we are going to put a little insurance on it next time. Yeah, there's no deformation on this probe at all. Focus. There you go. Yeah, this probe's fine. So I'm going to put some gold tape around it, just to give it a little bit of insulation. Just for a little protection, basically. I can find my skizzers. That'll work. Nope. Thing is, I don't know what temperature this gold foil is rated to. So if anyone wants to quickly look up what this gold foil is rated to temp-wise, I'm pretty sure it's Mylar, so it should be okay. But I'm not at 100% sure. Well, we'll be fine. Maybe not the adhesive. Yeah, actually, that's probably what I'm being more worried about. Cut out a little hole for the LED so that we can see when the light lights up. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we got that. Take out my switch here. 325 Fahrenheit. Okay, we are going way above and beyond that with this, so. Oh, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna have to cut this. I'm gonna have to recrimp this. Dang it. That ain't gonna fit in the new one. Poop! Did I mark on here which ones are the end stop? Oh, I'm gonna have a bad time. None of these are labeled. I've got 3 2-pins. Oops. Oopsie doodles. I have to bust out the multimeter, I think. Rewind the video. I don't think I captured that part in enough detail. Don't worry, we can make it work. We have the technology and a multimeter. There we go. Okay, clicky switch is installed. Probe go there. This uses longer ones, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that ain't right. Where are these the ones? Yeah, those are ones. Ah! There we go. Okay. Let me put the other half. There it is. Okay. So let me see here. Till I MIG with it, people are going to call it a failure. Okay. So, fun fact, fun tip. When you're putting your probe in, you know, instead of like fiddling it at the last minute to make sure you got everything lined up, kind of eyeball it. Make sure you're you got enough clearance where you put it all together. That goes there, that goes there. Oh, drop it. A little too much. Okay. Hello. So the plan is basically get this up and running again, maybe do a print on it, and then do the draw. Figure out which way these go. Really? Not really. There. Actually, am I going the right way? Oh. Which way does the screw come from? Shoot. Shoot. Let me pull up the manual. Do the screws come in from the right or the left? I can't remember. They come in from the left, so I did that on the wrong side. Need more bamboo content. What do you want for bamboo content? It's a fast Core XY, it prints fine. Do you want me to tell you if you should buy it or not? If you're looking for an enclosed Core XY that's fast, and you don't want to fiddle with it, yeah, go for it. You want a machine that's a little bit more hackable, bigger volume, but not as easily enclosable? Get an FL Sun B400. Should we buy it? Go for it. It's your money. I think it's a fine printer. For $1,000, decent value. Cheers, Carl. Thing is, I don't know your use case. I don't know how you use your printers. I don't know what your printers you're going to use your printers for. There's so many variables when it comes to recommending a printer and whether you should buy it or not. The final decision is literally yours. It's something you need to look at and be like, do I need this printer? Is it within my budget? Is it within my use case? Okay, so we got that, we got that. I gotta put a connector on this. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is. It's like my favorite pastime, watching on a Joel stream. When Joel's streaming and he's unboxing a brand new printer that he literally hasn't even finished the demo print on. And people are asking, should I buy this printer? There is nowhere near enough time to give a proper answer to that. Did I print ABS on the V400? Yep. Prints ABS beautifully. It's a bit of a mess right now because I haven't had a chance to clean it up, but there's the V400 right there. Although I'm using it to put stuff in store right now. But yeah, these are just Coroplast panels that are bent, like folded over and wedged in the frame. I printed a bunch of the Mando armor pieces on it. Works just fine. Shoot. Okay, little screw, where did you come from? So I need square pieces. How tall the V400 is with the spool on top? Tall. Well, the machine's like 95 centimeters tall, just under a meter tall, and then put a spool on top of that with like a 1-inch gap for clearance for this part that spins. But I've also swapped my spool holder with an Ender spool holder, which is better, which is sad. I'm gonna have to buy some. Ooh, I'm running low on my connectors. Shoot. That ain't good. I'm running really low on these connectors. Where is my... Any tips for connecting tool kits to buy like the ones you're using now? Connector kit. I build mine myself. I buy the individual connectors on AliExpress separately, and then I just put the kit together myself using a container I had. If you go in the sourcing guides, though, they have links to like built kits. Okay. So we got the new carriage put together. So let's put this together. I love how stiff these belts are. Carl Taylor gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. Thank you. Okay, so I need these. Well, lidar. It's not lidar. It just uses a laser rangefinder. And let's be honest, and I'm being totally truthful here. I haven't found an absolute need for it at all in the Bamboo. It does like a flow compensation. It does it before every print, but I load a file, I hit print, it prints fine. I load a file, I hit print, it prints fine. The lidar thing is kind of cool, but I ran pressure advanced tuning and a flow like calibration print, and as long as you stay within the same material, it's pretty much the same. cool. Don't get me wrong. It's a cool thing to have. Like, it comes with the machine. You might as well use it. But is it like, oh my God, it's just something that works? Kind of cool. And it's not lidar. It is not lidar. They call it lidar. It's a little laser. They shine a laser down and they got a little camera or whatever, and it detects the height or whatever. Real lidar modules cost thousands of dollars, and they're well, they're not massive, but they're big compared to that thing, at least for the scale. There's a reason nobody uses lidar, like true lidar, like phone lidar, because it's not accurate enough. Where that Bamboo does not recommend cardboard spools in the AMS. Yeah, the AMS is actually okay. So here's the thing: the AMS is really nice when it works, and it's worked very well for me in terms of a multi-material setup, like a multi-filament setup. It works very good. Okay, it's probably one of the better setups I've ever used. Okay, but it is finicky when it comes to spool types. You can only use some spools are too big, some are too small. You can't. I have fed it cardboard spools. I know they recommend that you don't, but I've done it. You can do it. You just got to be careful. I know. Who is it? Repcord on his printables page, I think they have it. They have a an STL for a ring you can print to put around your cardboard spool, so it'll work a little bit better in there. Be nice if there was a way to easily re-spool a spool. Like, personally, I don't like cardboard spools. I'd rather see master spools on good plastic spools. I just find cardboard spools just finicky. I don't trust them as much. Too many issues with them, I found. I get your point, but creative warrants count. Well, yeah, there's always a machine designed for people who want to build and tinker with 3D printers. Commercial item. These machines do not compare. You're comparing a kit car to a Honda Civic that you just walked onto the lot and bought. They're not in the same category, other than the fact they're Core XY printers. Like, all these things are glorified hot glue guns on shitty motion systems using cheap NEMA 17 motors driven by belts and lead screws. Like, they're all the same. They're just different packages, and they come with different features and different price points, and they're aimed at different use cases. Get the one you need for the use case you have with the skill level you have. Merv gifted 10 community memberships. Cheers. Reusable spools. Yeah, I like reusable. I will say the master spools that come, like the bamboo filament comes on master spools. These spools like come apart, and they're very nice. Like, these are very nice spools. The problem is I've encountered there's no industry standard for the master spool size. So master spools from KVP and master spools from whatever company makes the filament for bamboo, because I've got a bunch of their master spool blanks, like the filament itself. They're not the same. So you need master spools that are compatible with different sizes. It's a pain in the butt. It'd be nice if there was an industry standard. And then also you run into the problem if you're somebody like me that has an entire rack of partially printed spools. Because master spools are very good if you're a type of person to, like, if you're running a production shop where all you do is print black ABS all day or red ABS all day, or you only print like one color until it's out and then you go back to keep printing that color. Master spools, when you got 20 different spools and you're constantly switching between them and trying to like rebundle it back up, yeah, no, don't bother. Not worth it. Again, it comes down to use case. Found a $10 lidar sensor that uses your. What's its precision? Is it within what is it, 1 microstep? Because a good inductive probe is within 1 microstep. Will this print peak? Oh, it does print peak. It's just the front falls off. The hunt for success. Thank you for becoming a member. Yeah, minimum distance. Yeah, the lidar is cool. It's not a needed thing. It's just another way of doing probing, essentially. Are these the right screws for this? Hopefully, I don't know. If I hear a crack, then they weren't the right screws. Not going with a clicky. Clicky works just great. Clicky is as accurate as a micro switch, which is instantaneous within a micro step. Yeah, 3 centimeter min distance, 2 centimeter accuracy. Yeah. What lube do I use? Anything that's NLG 0 or NLG 1. A lot of people seem to like PTFE based lubes. I kind of like my white lithium lubes. I prefer a little bit thicker, but that's just me. Just don't get any lubricant that has like anything that would be considered abrasive in it. So stay away from like the graphite stuff and whatnot, because with the small ball bearings, it's not recommended. And yes, I know graphite itself is a lubricant, but according to our good friends at whoever makes the expensive rails, they don't recommend it. Highwind. So yeah, Highwind doesn't recommend graphite-based lubes, I believe. Too much. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now I gotta put some heat sets in this. Some heat sets. So these are the heat sets that we use. I'm gonna go with, if hopefully I can put them in there. I've got some longer ones I'm gonna try. Hopefully I got enough. Actually, check that right now. How deep is the hole? Oh yeah, I can put the bigger ones. So we're gonna put some bigger heat sets. Get a little bit more traction. Let that heat up. Silhouette Curio Tutorial, $3.99. Cheers. We're in the process of building my rat rig Core 3400. It's taking a lot longer than expected. Big machine. Rat rig's a big machine. So while we're waiting for my iron to heat up, my big iron, if you had the chance yet, make sure you enter for your chance to win some filament from Polymaker. Link in the description. If you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing. If you want to help support the channel, content I create, things I do, you want some cool Only Benchies merch, links all down in the description there. I'm trying to find the right screwdriver. There it is. Consider becoming a channel member. Get to hang out with the members only streams, which will be next week. We're gonna move the members only streams from the 3rd week of the month to the last week, or the 4th week of the month, simply because we're doing the contest now on the 3rd week. So it's PCCF. It's Pryline, it's PCCF, I think. And then what else? I don't know. What's new? What? Anything going on in the 3D printing community? What's new and exciting? What's the hot topic now? What's everyone up to? Can is a thing. Like CAN bus? It's gonna be a pain to get those in. You like CAN? I will be playing with CAN on Salad Fork. Oh yeah, that's sitting in there pretty. Finally started my barn build. That's cool. Hot topic, somebody melted a hot end. I see what you did there. Bruce XL, I know that. And Joseph is still crying because they can't compete with bamboo. Out of the box, I would trust an XL over a bamboo. Prusa has a proven track record. And speed isn't everything. This will do multicolor. An XL will do multi-material. And probably be quicker at it, because that filament change is quite time intensive. They're both Core XYs with NEMA 17 motors and belt driven. If you really wanted to, you could run a Prusa XL as fast as this. Like, remember, the fastest speed benchies for the longest time were done by a Voron V0 with NEMA 14s. The hardware is there if you want to push it. So if you want to flash Klipper on your Prusa XL and do dummy fast speeds, you can. The hardware is the same. But the default settings are... Prusas are not meant for speed. They're meant for reliability. They're meant to just work. That's kind of their market. That's kind of what they do, and they're very, very good at it. There's a reason people buy dozens of Prusas for print farms. But why the front fall off? But what the dog doing? Prusa has accelerometer toolhead. Yeah. Are all our Vorons made to be upgraded? If you want. They are, when we design a new one, there is legacy. So for example, we've lost Z height over the years on the V2s because we haven't changed the frame size. So you could build a V2, V2.1, V2.2, and you can upgrade them through the whole thing if you really wanted to. And there's all kinds of community mods. Thoughts on the positron? Looks cool. Too many custom components for me to think it'll ever get widespread adoption. And it's a very small niche use case. But on the other side, I really like to build one because it's a cool design. But it's very niche-y, in my opinion. But that's just me. I know kits are coming, but it's meant to be a collapsible small printer for like travel and whatnot. So unless you're using it for that specific use case, the machine's at a severe disadvantage. It's like, what was that one? The Fukus. The Fukus, Odin. The one, it folds! Joel made a video on it. It was a funny video. Go watch it if you haven't. But yeah, the Fukus. Ooh, it folds. Most people, they take the printer out of the box, they set it up, and they leave it. They don't fold it back up unless they're traveling, which isn't that often. So it's a cool design. I think it's a really cool design. I think it's a really cool project. I just see it being, it falls into the same thing as the printers for ants. It's like a Micron. A Micron is not a practical printer. It's a fun printer to build. And I built one. But a V0 is a more practical printer in terms of investment and what you get out of the machine for what the machine is. So, yes, the positron is very cool, and I would love to build one. I'm waiting on kits. I've spoken to a few people already. But it's like a belt printer. It has its specific use case, and its use case is even more niche than a belt printer. Trying to get these belts in. Speaking of belts. It really doesn't want to go in. Easy setup. Well, let's be honest, an ender is easy setup too. It's usually you just gantry on base, two screws, done. So yes, it's an easier setup, but it's not like it's, you know, you're not going from brain surgery to, you know, tic-tac-toe. If you travel. I honestly don't know anyone that travels that often that they need a dedicated folding printer and then that they also need to print when they're there. Like, I'm sure there are people. I'm sure there are people that need to be able to travel and print. And you're printing PLA on it. Or PETG. It's not enclosed. So if you're bringing an enclosure, that's a whole other ball game. There we go. I don't know. I just think it's really cool. I'm just trying to figure out why there's so much hype around it. Like, a lot of people have asked me about it. I'm like, it's cool. And it's like the cool flavor of the month build. But we'll just wait and see. There we go. What a pain in the butt to get out. Aha, more screws. Why do I have more screws now than I did before? Oh. Just a warning, I've temp tested Prilane PCCF and yielded at 80C. It's a blend with very actual low pre-C. Cool. If it dies, it dies. The only reason I use this PC is because literally it was the only stuff I had that was dry and open that I knew I had enough for the parts I wanted to print. I'm running low on this stuff because I have a whole bunch of it. It's just I'm saving it for the a build, so I didn't want to use it right now essentially. There we go. It was the same. Big story bamboo is the fact it's pushing the industry forward. I'm just happy to see something that's not a V-wheel bed flinger out of the Asia market. Like, that's pretty much my whole thing is it's not a cookie cutter V-wheel bed flinger that, like, I got another one. King Rune KP5S. They sent me one. We're gonna be doing that next week on one of the streams. And a little bit different than your average V-wheel bed flinger, but there's a reason I understand now why Tom Sandlatter doesn't do FDM reviews as much as he used to. The market is saturated with machines that are pretty much all the same. So it is nice to see some newer stuff, the Bamboo, the V400, some stuff coming out that's actually taking advantage of some of the stuff, you know, us hobbyists have been playing with for years now. But cheap V-wheel bed flingers, oh my God, they need to, like, I turn down at least 2 or 3 a week. I get emails about 2 or 3 a week from them. A lot of them are the same company over and over. But just be nice if, you know, some new stuff. Laser on the Bamboo. Yeah, the automatic flow calibration is nice if you're somebody who would like switches between different types of filament often. Because, you know, on my Vorons, I've got flow calibrated, but like they mostly print ABS. If I print a different material other than ABS, but the flow isn't exactly right, it's close enough. It's usually not an issue. But 1 second. Dog's barking. I gotta go see what's. No, just the spider guys finishing up. XDJI. Yeah, from my understanding, a good chunk of the bamboo team is XDJI. Yeah, bamboo is XDJI peeps. Mostly, from my understanding. So I don't know if there's like a falling out at DJI between old and new management or what. Or somebody just decided, hey, let's make something new. But the team is XDJI. I've spoken to the team. I've spoken to a few of them. Good folks. Like, you could tell that this is like something they enjoy doing. And again, they're not making the same shitty V-wheel bed flinger again and again and again. So that's kind of cool. You get spiders delivered? No, I get my house sprayed for spiders twice a year. Which, if you're somebody who like gets a ton of spiders on their house or their property, get your house sprayed for spiders. Usually you pay once, they come by, at least our guy comes by twice a year and sprays the house and just no spiders for like half the year. It's half the summer. It's great. And then they start coming back and then you get the house sprayed again and they go away again. It is totally worth it. So. Okay, let's see. Dang it. But spiders are our friends. Yeah, but I'd like, you know, when I go outside the house at night to let the dog in, I don't walk through a giant spider web. Oh yeah, okay, that's good. Okay. How tight do you pull your belts? I pull them as tight as you can. Okay, so the tensioners are loose. Okay, so, whoop, wrong button. The tensioners are as far back as they are. So they're putting the least amount of tension on the belt. They're in the like the neutral position. Pull the belts equally. So when you cut your belts, cut them the same length. I lock one side in. When I put the other side in, I pull them as tight as I can. Make sure they're equal. And then lock it down, and then I fine tune it with the adjustments. Yeah, always do equal length. It makes it easier. Ain't no spiders. It's not so much the spiders being scary. It's just the spiders literally are all over the house. So that where my house is was former farm field. There's just spiders everywhere. So they don't get big. It's just your house gets covered in spiders. So like, I open up my garage door after the spider guy sprays, and it's like something out of a horror movie because you just have like a dozen spiders, anywhere from like baby itty ones to like about that big. Just dead, hanging down off like all your eaves troughs and everything. Go. Lights up. Stream got dark. I got the lights. Oh no, I forgot my backlight. There we go. Backlight's on. There we go. Spider is everyone's friend nightmare. No, the problem is, like, my deck gets covered in them. You know, the furniture gets covered in them. Like, I got a little patio set on the deck. The little guy's got all his little toy slides and whatnot on the patio. Those get covered in spider web. So it's just get rid of them. So. Missouri Brown Recluse. Yeah, no. That's a no for me, dog. No. None of that. Yeah, I don't want to. I ain't dealing with that shit. Spiders are nature's FDM printers. Wouldn't that be the first creature to ever have a butt? No, I should have drilled that out. Same problem with ants. Oh, don't get me started on ants. I gotta keep ant traps in the garage constantly. My driveway is interlock and they make... Need to get rid of it. Yeah. Get an anteater. I don't think you can have anteaters in Canada. I don't think they're part of the natural ecosystem. Fighting nature. Oh, I'm not. What's going on is you guys donate in the stream and I get money. And then I take that money and I give it to a guy who comes and sprays my house to kill all the spiders. So I don't have to do any work. Technically, you guys are killing the spiders. Actually, no. Technically, the company my wife works for, because I think she paid it for him this year. What's the plan? We're just replacing the parts. Which apparently I didn't use the best PCCF for this, but it is what it is. Okay, why aren't you lining up? There we go. Whenever you're putting 2 screws into something, never tighten down the first screw before you tighten down the second screw, just for alignment reasons. There we go. Watch a stream revenue plummet. What extruder? It's a Bondtech LGX, full size. Stream revenue? What stream revenue? Should have drilled these out. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna drill them out. Do it the right way. How much wire sticks out of your tool head into the drag chain? Not much. Just enough to connect everything, and then I hide it under the cover. Casey, $5. Do my part to kill the spiders. Well, that'll be for next year then. I'm here to gloat. What are you gloating about, John? Yeah. What is the model? It's a Voron V1.8. It was the version before the Trident for the V1 series. Wayne gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers. In fact, did you know that spiders are named Spinnen in German? The phrase "do spin" means you are crazy. Neat. Okay. That appears to be good. Okay, now to take it all apart. Because okay, we need to see what we can do to prevent these screws from dying on us. This is the problem. Pascal, thank you for becoming a member. Okay. So, one of the issues, and I think one of the biggest issues we realized, is that on the afterburner, the screws for mounting the tool head itself to the carriage are exposed. They're right there. You can see one of the screws there. Okay. So we are running a Mosquito. Now we're running a Mosquito because we're pushing hot. Okay, I was pushing 380 degrees Celsius on this hot end. I trust a Mosquito more than I do a Dragon. And Revos can't go that hot. So we're using a Mosquito. The problem is the Mosquito is fat. So as you can see here, in this unfocused, blurry image, come on. The block, because it's wider this way than it is front to back. On a V6 block, and most blocks, they're longer this way than this way. So I think we're gonna try and use the gold foil to try and protect it a bit, maybe. And see if I can kind of just. Problem is, I have no idea if the gold foil will even survive in here. So before we do that, I'm just going to see if it's flammable. If it's flammable, we're not even going to bother. Use Captain tape. Well, I want the reflectivity for the, So I got a bottle of water here. I got a little fire extinguisher down here just in case. I really don't think it's going to catch fire, but we shall see. Yeah. Yeah, that catches fire. We're not using it. I'm not using that. Not risking that. Because, paper catches fire at 451. I don't know what temperature this catches fire at, but it's whatever a butane lighter temperature is. And that's 380 Celsius. So, yeah. Nope. Is that out? That's out. Okay. So, yeah. Ceramic fiber cloth. Oh! I might still have some. Let me check in the other room. Oh, I kept it up here. Do I still have some? Nope. Shit. Nope. Loctite? I have Loctite? Loctite. Okay, well, I'll grab my Loctite at least. Dang it. I thought I had some. Shit. I used to have some fiberglass tape. I don't know where it went. It's been way too long since I last used it. But got a bottle of Loctite. Daniel, $9.99. Cheers. Aluminum foil. I do have aluminum. I could do aluminum. But I used to have fiberglass insulation tape. And we actually use that stuff for wrapping wires to molds, injection molds. So I'll use some aluminum tape just to reflect, see if that helps. Titanium screws. If anyone has some, M340 titanium screws on hand and they want to send me some, but I'm not going to go buy aluminum or titanium screws for this. Don't buy aluminum. Aluminum wouldn't work. So yeah, if you happen to have some M340 titanium screws and you want to throw them in the P.O. box, I'll give them a try. So, try some aluminum. A captain saw. You guys are funny. Funny joke. Ha ha ha. Now I gotta figure out how to push this down without destroying it. Nope. Yeah, I have no idea if this is gonna work, but worst that it happens is it just doesn't work. Silicone glue. We're pushing 380. The stream element spot. No, I turned off the rate limit on the stream element spot. I don't know why. There you go. It just takes a minute. There's your male one. I'm gonna have to take this out. I'm gonna have to take this. Shoot. I'm gonna have to take this hot end out. Where did I put my screws or Allen keys? Over here. Now the stream element spot has never been fast. Okay. Do this without the hot end in. It'll be a little bit easier. Press fun in the inserts. Well, here's the thing. If we ever get Peak actually printing on here, or Ultim, probably printing the carriage will be the first thing I do. Go. So we got a little bit of reflectivity there. Nothing else is melting on this, so I'm not too concerned. Like, nothing on this is melting, so... Is there enough room to spin the aluminum on the bolts for... No. And at that point, there's no point. I want an air gap in between the aluminum, so I got like a little bit of an air gap in there. Because I want the aluminum to reflect the heat away and not transfer it into the screws. So if they were in direct contact, we'd have that issue. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Oh, I'm gonna put some zip ties back on this. What about heater wire insulation? Don't think I had some like fiberglass insulating tape that I've used to literally wrap heater blocks before. It's just I don't know where it's at. And honestly, with the temperatures we're pushing, again, 380 Celsius, I want something that isn't going to burn, which aluminum. we're not going to melt the aluminum. So I trust that more than anything fiber-based right now. Okay, there we go. That is that. That is that. Now I got to figure out how to wire this all back together because I didn't write down what I took apart. You goofed up there, Taylor. You goofed up. So while I'm putting in the wires that I know where they go, if you haven't had your chance to enter for your chance to win some filament from Polymaker, we give away a spool filament from Polymaker every stream. Link in the description. Go enter. Get yourself some printer chow. Can the Rapido get to those temperatures? If it's an all metal hot end, it should be able to do 500. That's what all metal hot ends, pretty much all of them that I've seen are rated to 500. Because it's all metal. So as long as you got a good heater and it's all metal, you should be good to 500. I'd be worried. The problem with these temperatures isn't the hot end, it's the mounts. And you know, this is a printed mount. That's why Slice says don't install Mosquito Magnum Pluses or whatever their big boy is on anything that except an all metal hot end or all metal mount. Because of this reason, it will melt. Okay, so let's see. So probe is easy. Probe is probe. Who are these two? That one's that one. What's this one? What's this one? That's bigger wires, so that is that. Okay, so I got... Oh wait, no, we are good. We are good. We are good. We are good. There's this one. Okay. Yeah, we're good. I got them all. Okay, we're good. I know which ones go where. Okay, we're good. I think. Should be good. Hot ends all there. Okay, let me put the cover back on because they're different lengths, so they kind of just. Overhead cam? Yeah, we'll go overhead cam. Should make sure my wiring's good so I can get my cereal. Okay. Back together. Touching these up. Normally to start, I usually do 3 full rotations from the time it actually engages. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's about the same. No jitteriness. Okay. Power! Everything's hooked up. Here comes the part where we find out if we broke the printer. Hopefully we didn't. That would suck. I mean, it'd give me more content, but... Anyone in chat want to make sure, like, tell me anything that I forgot that's glaringly obvious? Why not try with the stealth burner? I'm using a Mosquito. Mosquito is the only hot end that I currently have in my possession that I trust at these temperatures. I don't trust the Dragons. I guess I could do a V6. Like, I could just do a V6. But it's got to be stealth burner supported, which the Mosquito's not. That's why. Chamber thermistor. We could do that. I could just throw some. I think I could. I have an extra. Yeah, I have an extra submit. You know what? We'll just throw a chamber submits in here. English. English is stuff. Let me find a thermistor. Let me find a thermistor. Hello, are you a thermistor? Or are you just thermistor wires? You're just thermistor. Oh, you are a thermistor. Okay, where can I mount a thermistor? I have thermistor wires. I'm thinking just kind of have it like here. Like for a chamber thermistor, just take a piece of tape and just kind of mount it like just hanging right here. Just leave the thermistor out in the open. Oh, the fans are going to blow up there. Actually, no, so that's probably not a good spot. Maybe just sitting on top here. Like I could just leave it sitting right here on top. Or along the back here. Where are you supposed to mount it? Knee. What chambers thermistor mount? Well, I'm just gonna tape it. Like it. You want it simple? I got tape. Floor would be the coldest, yeah, but I kind of want it like chamber temp. Hang it over the top extrusion. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to hang it right here below, actually. I'm just going to put it right there. So let me run these wires through. Actually, let me take the back off. So let me unplug it. I'm thinking this is just... I'm just going to put it in as a beta 3950. I'm pretty sure this is just a generic beta 3950. Actually, let me see if I can be even lazier. Oh, that one's too long. That's too long. Hey, E3D, did you give me a thermistor? E3D box. Where's my E3D box? Oh, where's my box for E3D? No, that's Revo. Why do I have like 3 Revo kits? Oh, hey, another Mosquito. That's good. Nope, not in that one. I'm trying to see if I have one that already has the N wired on. No. Nope. Oh, I used to have a box. I don't know where I put it. Oh well. Dang it. See, I've got this one, but that's... Take you off. Somewhere at bed level. The bed moves! That's the problem. The bed moves. One more time. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is this it? Or is that Revo stuff? No, that's Revo stuff. Shit. Nope, that's Bruce's stuff. Dang it. Okay, I guess I am crimping a wire. Gosh darn it. I was hoping I could be lazy. Okay, on the Y gantry. I'm just gonna stick it with some tape. Like, where the camera is. I'm just gonna stick it with some tape right next to the camera. Like, just kind of have it just sitting right here. Nothing fancy. Yeah, right about there. How do I cope with the heat? In case you haven't noticed, the printers don't run when I'm streaming. So I have been in this room with all the printers running, by the way. It gets up to about 28, 29 Celsius. If I'm in here with like these printers all running, printing ABS, it gets warm in here. I'm not gonna lie, it gets warm in here. I need to plug you in. Where's my thermistor? Get my crappy JSTs out. What time are we at anyways? Oh man, we got plenty of time. While I'm doing this, if someone wants to find the Klipper doc specifically for a chamber thermistor on how to add one. Oh, and that temperature is with the air conditioning on. Now, granted, there's no temperature probe in this room for the air conditioner, so it's going off the hallway upstairs, but still sucks. Oh, of course it's fiberglass. I hate fiberglass. Oh, there we go. See, this is why I stream when I'm working on my printers. So that way, instead of having to look stuff up, I can just ask the audience. I hate fiberglass insulation. While I'm annoying myself cutting fiberglass. Enter the draw. Win yourself some Polymaker filament. Do this now. Don't have to go under the bed. Not on this machine. One of the reasons I built this okay, Trident was under development when I built this. I knew about Trident. I still built this anyways, because when it comes to doing a higher temp printer, this has some advantages over a Trident. A Trident has more room. The frame on the Trident's different. So the Trident has more room above the tool head, and this backpack back here has the electronics in it. So this is smaller than a Trident, okay? The advantage for that is smaller printer, smaller volume to heat up. And you add this electronics backpack here, takes more room out of the chamber, less volume to heat up. That's why smaller printers heat up quicker. So all the electronics on this printer are in the back, except for the mains. The mains full, like all the power's underneath, but the brains and whatnot. There. So now we got a thermistor. Do I got a gap under here? No, that's not really. Should I seal that up? No, yeah, I got foam there. It's sealed. Okay. So we got that. In terms of wire management, we're just going to do this. And now the problem's gone. Lock on the door. Voila! On. If you see sparks, make sure you clip it. Oh, I forgot light. Okay, so that's the door. So I'm gonna put the side panel on first. Well, first let's make sure everything boots up. I don't have on this machine. I don't have a screen. I keep forgetting to actually install one. Toasty Boi. Okay, we're connected. Make sure it homes. Oh shoot, I moved the end stop. Hopefully it's still good. Click, go click, go click. Okay. Cool. So what's the chamber thermistor stuff? Somebody posted it. There we go. Okay. Copy. Configuration. .cg. Extruder, heater bed. I'll add under heater bed. Oh. 0, max 10. What's G-code ID? Do I need a G-code ID? No. Okay, so the sensor pin is, this is an SKR2 pin out. Thermistor 1 is PA3. Save and close. Oh, you want to say hi? Leave that open. There you go, buddy. You want to say hi? You good? How's your ears? Are you still good? Yeah, your ears are still good. Just doing some head squitches. Where's the spot? Where's the spot? Oh, is that the spot? Nope. Scritches. You good? Okay, goodbye. Like, pet me! Give me some pets! Yeah, I had the door open, actually, a little bit, and he's whining because there was a box in the way. Alright, fix that. Sensor type. There we go. Save. Close. Firmware restart. There we go. Chamber 22 Celsius. There we go. Okay. So again, if you're wondering where it's mounted, it is right back there. That's right there. It's just hanging out there. Okay, let's put these panels back on, do a QGL, make sure it still works. And I'll do a chamber heat up and see what we get to. Okay, so that's a home. Is screw tilt count? No, Z tilt adjust. Okay, so let me just clearance. Okay, yeah, we're good. Okay, heat the bed to 120. Turn the convection fans on, which, if you're wondering, I've got some 4020s underneath the bed here that are blowing up. So they're just blowing air back up. So they're creating a convection current within the printer. Does it work? I don't know. Hopefully it does. We'll find out. That's the top. Top can just kind of go on for now. Here's the side. Yeah, there is no QGL on this machine. I gotta swap these clips out. These are so annoying. I hate hammerheads. You guys hate hammerheads? I hate hammerheads. Like, will you spin for me? No, you won't. Why aren't you gonna spin? There we go. Is that engaged? Sure, whatever. Is Friday stream going to be the ultimate again? No, Friday stream is a community challenge. So the third Friday of every month, we do a community challenge. And this month is Benchies themed. Because, you know, everyone loves Benchies. So this challenge this month is to print a Benchy. And impress me with it, though, because Benchies are boring. So let's figure out a way to impress me with a Benchy. You can win some filament and some merch. Everyone likes filament. Everyone likes free hats. So that's going to be this Friday's challenge, community challenge. Is print a Benchy and impress me. So, if you haven't joined the community Discord yet, link in the description of this video, along with the entry for the Polymaker filament. So, go join the community Discord and enter for your chance to win some stuff. If you can't think of a way to print a Benchy and impress me, there's an open category. Paint a Benchy for all I care. Do an interpretive dance about Benchies for all I care. If you put a video in less than 30 seconds, though. But that's another way to enter. Have some fun. Get creative. I don't want to see the same Benchy we've seen a million times. Got some really cool filament? Do some with some really cool filament. Make sure you read the rules, though. Because apparently, that's a hard thing to do. Still gotta put 2 more clips on here. Oh, and I'm missing a door. Ah, there's the door. Of course, there's always one that doesn't want to work. Nope, don't. Damn it. There we go. Gotta put something heavy on top of that for now. I need to print more clips to hold this down. Oh, I think I got this the wrong way around. That's why. That really shouldn't matter too much. Oh yeah, I did have the right one. 360. Whatever. Just take it off, spin it 360, put it back on, see if that fixes your problem. If it doesn't, try something else. Get back in your hole. There we go. Let's see how warm we get. Oop, nope. Lock that. That goes there, that goes there. This can go over here. You back here, because we're not going to print. We're done with you. Put the Minotaur over there. All this extra crap can go over there. Cool. Do you have any spare clips on the LDO V2? You change that with the 3-piece, or would that work? I don't have any spare ones. Like the clips, the locker ones, no, I don't have any spare ones on me right now. Klipper support sun temps? Like, what do you mean sun temps? Like the temperature of the sun? I'm gonna turn the part fan on, get some more air moving. Oh yeah, that's on. Okay. Actually, move that more towards the front. There we go. So now we got to see. So we are currently at 32 Celsius, which, considering I just got it paneled up, makes about sense. This isn't the biggest gaps in this thing are the door. I got gaps all along the door, unfortunately, with this guy. Are you gonna check how hot the chamber gets? That's what we're doing right now. Actually, here. Boost can. Takes a minute here. Yeah, you should be working. Refresh cache. There you go. There we go. Put that below the overlay. There we go. There we go. So yeah, so we got an hour of time left in the stream. So the streams run 3 hours. For those that don't know, we'll do the draw at... Am I going to test the aluminum tape? I'm just going to check the chamber for now. Like, I guess I could heat it up to 380 for a bit here just to see if it'll... It's going to smoke because it's got some ABS in it. But we'll heat it up to 380. See how it fares. Yeah, so we'll heat the hot end up to 380. Make sure it doesn't melt on us. Because it's gonna smoke. And I just got a bare spring steel in there. There is nothing on it. I don't even have the adhesion helper on it yet right now. It's just a bare sheet of spring steel. Prepare the fire extinguisher. On end pin, not seem to be on. Good point, it's not. 0. On end pin is not spinning. On end pin is not spinning. Good eye, who caught that? Why is the hot end fan not spinning? Okay, well, it might have been stuck for a second there. Seems to be working now. I think we caught it in the foil. Oh, I put a little dab of glue to hold the wire, so maybe something just kind of caught it. Good eye on that, though. Who was that? Who was that? Tim! Or no, where's Tim? Who said that? Who? Linus staff. Cheers. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. I did not notice that. Okay, I had this little piece of acrylic that I used for holding my paint when I was doing little bits of work on armor, and I don't know where I put it. It's gonna annoy me. I'm gonna do some dry brushing and then some washing. I really need to clean up my desk. It is so messy right now. Oh god. But I do have some spare clamps. I do got some of these spare clamps. How many do I got? I got 1, 2. I found the goodie bag. 3. Oh, I smell smoke. No fire though. We're good. Okay, so. So it's not, I'm just going to turn it off because I don't want it to just sit at 380 with no filament going through it, because that's just going to carbonize the ABS in there and kill it. So we're just going to leave it for now. I'll turn it back off. We'll install these. These are even the right size. No, these are, oh, these are the, yeah, these ones are. Yeah, these are the wrong size, that's why. Yeah, these won't work on this. Dang it. These are too small. So this guy goes here. I want to put some accents on there and down there. This is the thing. Thanks for entertaining us. Yay! I'm entertaining. I'm hip. I'm with it. I know what's cool. Enable temperature change rate. What is temperature change rate? How do I do that? What is temperature change rate CS? How do I do that? How do I do that? Tell me the button to press. The cog and temp. Oh, there we go. So obviously the chamber stuff's going to be kind of slow, but it is what it is. So all I'm doing is just doing some little bits of wear marks, basically highlighting. If, you know, if this was a real piece of armor and it was painted and I was wearing it like this on my chest, where would, you know, where kind of be most likely to be at? Usually just hit some corners. Use a short, stiff brush, easy peasy, and just kind of give it a little bit of wear. Don't go crazy with it. I've found I've overdone it more times than I should have. I don't have, shoot, I don't have any rags in this room. I gotta go get some rags. Why a lot of, really? I got no rags in this room? I'll be back. I gotta go get some rags. Am I gonna do any clear coat? I'm gonna try. I want to find a clear coat that basically won't affect the finish at all. So I'm kind of worried about screwing it up. 1 second. I'll be back in a second. Let me mute the mic so you don't hear me talking. Unmute. Use matte clear coat, it protects, but I think I have some. I gotta try it on some pieces just to make sure. Remember, I tried to fix something on my wife's car years ago, and I used the wrong clear coat, and it really looked like ass. So I'm like really paranoid of using the wrong stuff. He's gone post doggos. I'm back. Wasn't gone that long. Can't leave you guys alone for 2 seconds. Yeah, the bamboo chamber gets pretty warm too. Bamboo chamber has a lot of active heating though in the chamber. And the thing is, I don't think that's a chamber temp. Because the bamboo chamber sensor is on the tool head. So that's a tool head temp. So that also has the hot end. I don't know where it is in the tool head. So I don't think it's the most accurate temperature reading for the chamber. Where is that? There we go. Is this big enough? Yeah, this will work. Yeah, that'll work. Don't make a mess anyways. Because here's the thing. The bamboo is less insulated than this, and it only has the same thing. It's only relying on the bed, and it's got a bunch of holes in it. So I really don't think the bamboo chamber gets that hot. Yeah, I don't think it's getting 60 C. I think I remember seeing like 45 last I checked. Okay. Where is? Oh, there's the black wash. Okay. A little bit of water. Too much water. Yeah, if your bamboo bed pulls 1,000 watts, The thing is, though, it's still only heating up to 120. You still only have an object X by X by X that's at X degrees. It's not like it can't pump out more heat than this bed at 120. Like the heater on this bed at 120 is the same as the heater on there at 1. It may pour more wattage so that it's getting to that temperature quicker, but if it was pumping out that much extra heat to heat up the chamber to that amount, it'd be overrunning its temperature, right? Because it's a PID tune. It cycles on, off. So it won't heat up the chamber anymore. A 50-watt heater at 50 degrees is still 50 degrees if you had a 1,000-watt heater at 50 degrees. They're still 50 degrees. And their mass is, if their mass is the same, they're only putting out the same amount of heat. At least if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've actually done math in regards to that stuff. Throw a refill plate in there. I mean, I have an extra 60 watt, like, yeah. I mean, if I really wanted to, I got a 24 volt, 75 watt heater that I could just plug into the extra bed heater on this and just turn that on. Just attach it to a block of aluminum at the bottom of the bed with a fan. Yeah, chamber is 45 right now. Okay. How to make everything look weathered. It's actually quite simple. A little bit of water, a little bit of black acrylic paint, and you just slather it over everything and make a mess. Whee. People use like paper towels and dab it on. I prefer to slather it on, let it dry for a couple minutes, and then just dab off the excess. And wear gloves because this is messy AF. And do it on something that you can clean up easy. It's like staining wood. Yeah. Yeah, Delmar. You're basically, you put it on, it fills up, because I have a textured finish too, it fills up all the little nooks and crannies. It works pretty good. Is the X1 worth it? I think it's very good value for your money. The thing is, though, like, it's a brand new company, so I have no idea how things will be a year from now. You're taking a gamble on that. That's the downside to the Bamboo. It's a new company. Who knows what it'll be in a year, okay? Who knows? Hopefully good things. I don't doubt. I have no... If I was, you know, looking for a printer, and I didn't already have a million of them already, and I wanted a fast Core XY, and I didn't want to mod it, this would be my first go-to right now. You get a lot for your money, especially when you compare this machine. If you compare the specs on this machine, and then you go look at the Sidekick, okay, the Lulzbot Sidekick, that is more expensive than this machine. This machine is a very good value. Did the rate of change? Oh, I gotta refresh it 1 second here. Boost cam. There you go. That's a Bamboo. No, the Bamboo X1 is behind this. There's the Bamboo. I still haven't even put the new firmware on it. I haven't printed. I'm probably gonna start this week. And try to dab it off using like a mass of it. You don't want like a pattern. And you don't want to go crazy when you're getting rid of it all. You want some of it to stay, obviously, because if you dab off too much, then what's the point of doing weathering if you're removing it all? And remember, it'll dry thinner than it looks. Let that dry for a bit. Can't see what I'm doing. Oh, voila! All I did was just do this. Go boop, 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 boop. It's still wet, so you gotta let it dry. But when it's done, if you do it right, it looks something like that. You know, this isn't even... The first few things I weathered, I didn't weather as heavily as I'm weathering stuff now. And I like the look of the now weathered stuff. Can't see chamber temp. What? They're right there. Let's print some peak. Yeah, we're not gonna try that today because I literally the peak is too wet, and it's not peak, it's ultim or PI. It's too wet. We tried on Saturday there, and the problem we ran into, other than the front falling off, was it was too wet. It was bubbling like mad. Focus. Yeah, that's melted. Can you? Yeah, I gotta move the bed. Well, the bed is at, where's it at currently? 50 millimeters, which is, I think, a common printing height. Front that fell off. It's part of the front that fell off. Actually, that part stayed on. The front fell off that part. All the fans are on. Yeah, all the fans are on. 47C. We were getting hotter temperatures before. I'm wondering if those convection fans that I put in are too much. Let me drop the convection fans down to 50. See if that helps at all. I'm wondering if the convection fans are actually circulating too much air. Moving the bed. Well, the problem is you don't move the bed that much when you're printing. It just slowly goes do 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 do. So I don't want to get like a false. Put an IR heater. I'm not doing chamber. I don't want to do a chamber heater. The point of this machine is to just be a well insulated normal machine. Like, if I really wanted to, I could put a blanket over the whole thing. Yeah, did the chamber go down? Yeah, the temperature dropped down in the chamber when I turned off the convection fan, or when I dropped the convection fan. You see that? It went down. It went from 47.5 down to 46.5. So if I turn the convection fan back up to max, set hot end to 150, I can do that. McDonald's heat lamp. Pretty sure that's what NASA did for their there you go. Nice and weathered and dirty. I don't want it to be shiny red. I don't want, like, it is metallic red, but I want it to be like a dirty red. Like, if you look at the helmet, like, it's still shiny, but it's like a dirty shiny. Same with this. So it's still shiny, but it's a dirty shiny. Dirty copper. Yeah, I wanted it to be like a dirty, like a used look. Like, I don't like the really shiny look of the Mando armor. Like, let's be honest, if you're running around on a battlefield, you don't want to be shiny AF. Like, I know it's Star Wars and it doesn't make sense because it's Star Wars, but still. Like, Stormtroopers, bright white armor. Like, come on, guys, camouflage. Like, we figured that shit out a while ago. We can stick with camo. But nope, not in Star Wars. Camouflage does not exist. Although the Rebels had camo. The Rebels on Endor, they had camo. So yeah, camo exists in Star Wars. Some people use it. By the way, this chest piece here, the amount of times I've worked on this and had it this way, and like I'm getting ready to do stuff and orientate stuff and like, oh, this is the bottom and this doesn't matter as much as the other top. Like, for the longest time I thought it went like this, and then I looked at the model and no, it goes like this because it goes under your armpit. So, but this actually isn't the armor from Galactic Armory. This is actually from another set off the whole, all these pieces, including the ab piece. This is actually from somebody else on Etsy. The files, they're not from Galactic Armory, because the Galactic Armory assumed I had the body of like Barbie, like no waist, like I had a corset on. Like I literally could not. This one fits fine. Like it sits on my chest and it goes under my armpits, and you probably can't hear because I'm blocking the mic. But this fits fine. Like this will fit fine on my the vest I'm making. The other one, like it went like in, like I couldn't get it around my torso, and I'm pretty barrel torsoed. So like I actually tried, I hogged out a bunch of material and it was still tight, and I'm like, nah. So I got this one instead. And by the way, for gluing these together, this was 4 pieces, and I think you did a pretty, you could kind of see this top one a little bit, but you can't see the bottom one at all. And once it's worn, you won't see it anyways. Like you don't notice it because it's all shiny AF right now. But 4 pieces, it was acetone welded together, and then I did the ghetto fiberglass where I had the some mesh, fiberglass mesh left over from some drywall work, and I epoxied it. So this is pretty solidly one piece. This ain't going anywhere. This is pretty much solid ABS and epoxy. And then I also put some of those on like areas that I thought would be risk of breaking, like these little wingtip areas, just to kind of give it a little extra reinforcement. Chest piece will be good. I'm not gonna weather the chest piece until I put everything on it though. But yeah, this is just automotive paint. This is GM, what is it? GM Autumn Maple. So this is actually like a General Motors automotive paint. Do you have any good suggestions for clearing a partial clog in a Revo nozzle? I've only ever had one clog in a Revo so far, but same method you normally do. Cold pull. If it's ABS, just take the nozzle out, soak it in acetone for a bit. Take the sock off first. But yeah, use the normal method that you normally use. I also will try sometimes heating the nozzle up really hot. Like go to like, Revos are rated to 300, go to like 280 and see if you could push some filament through and see if you could just cook it out. I've done that in the past. Shieldless TIE fighters. Well, the TIE fighters were shieldless because they're cheap. Like they don't have hyperdrives and they're cheap. They're meant to like overwhelm the enemy, which kind of makes sense for the doctrine of the time. Because, you know, Imperial doctrine, you should know, but you don't know Imperial doctrine? What the heck? What are we right now? 50C for the chamber. The thing is, you're going to get hotter than that because right off over the bed is going to be even hotter. Wouldn't Trident be better for high temp prints? Prints at top. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, look, the prints are at top. Oh, wow, that's warm in there. It's a V1.8. It's the exact same as the Trident in terms of like how the printer's built or orientated. Got an event where I plan to wear it? Nope. If I get it done in time, maybe I'll wear it with the little guy when we go trick-or-treating for Halloween. I plan on bringing it to Murph next year. Apparently there is a Comic-Con in Windsor in October at some point. I'm just doing it because I've never done any big projects with my printers and I wanted to do it. How long has it been heating? Since about 4:10, I want to say. Because we had to put all the panels back on it too. There's a lot of... Oh, it doesn't help that the AC is on and it's blowing cold air on top of it too. Dropped half a degree when the door opened. Actually, that's surprising it didn't drop more. It's, Ultim 9085 at 150. Oh yeah, I know. I know. I know. The whole point was literally somebody just said, hey, I'm going to send you a spool of Ultim, try and print it. And this is a normal, for all intents and purposes, this is a normal printer. This printer, you know, while it is, you know, enclosed and it's, you know, got insulation, it's a normal machine. It's got an all metal hot end, which isn't that unordinary. It's got a 60 watt heater for the hot end, but whoop-de-doo. It's got high temp belts. Anyone can put that on any machine. Like, this machine isn't something that's far-fetched. This is a pretty normal machine. And we tried to print Ultim on it, and it failed horribly. So if you want to know how easy that stuff is to print, now you know. I'm gonna put a towel over it here. I'm sick and tired of all the just put a blanket over it next time I do this. Didn't get the notification. Zombie! Same bat time, same bat channel. 2 o'clock, Tuesdays and Fridays, Eastern. All day, every day. No, the problem is there's... don't grab the lens to turn the camera. There's like, you can see there's like little itty bitty gaps all along the whole door. Like, I gotta like really push these in because it did. I don't know, the ACM panels are like literally like size for size, so they don't close perfectly. And they kind of like push everything out and they don't line up perfectly. Like, it's just kind of, the door on this machine ain't the greatest. Like, really, I'd rather have this door on it. Just a single flat panel door with locks. But I got the hinge doors, which aren't the greatest for this. Any benefits for ASA for Voron parts? Same as ABS. ASA and ABS are pretty much interchangeable for 99.5% of use cases. So... there's a lot of good brands of ASA, a lot of good brands of ABS. Pick whatever one you want to print with, you'll be fine. I did put foam strips. The problem is the foam I have was like too thick and it popped everything out. And the doors wouldn't, like, they wouldn't close right and they still had a seam. So. Although I did squish everything in, it seems to be working. So maybe I just got to go around and make sure everything's sealed before. The Sparta 3D stuff, okay, I've printed some of the Polymaker ASA, it prints really good. The Sparta 3D stuff has sparkles in it, though. Sparkle is cool. I wish I remember what brand I used for this stuff. So it's a PCCF, but it's not, there's not a lot of CF in this stuff compared to that stuff. Yeah, Polymaker's good. If you want to get some, there's a link in the description. Get some there. Doesn't cost you anything extra. Helps out the channel. And hey, you could win some today. So if you enter in the description, you could just win some. So you don't even have to buy it. Oh yeah, glitter. Yeah, glitter outside of something. Glitter, free radical glitter. Yeah, don't stay away from that shit. But when glitter is constrained and trapped within filament or paint, it's okay. Just free range glitter. Yeah, no, don't bring that into your house. Don't. That is a pox upon your household you do not want. So yeah, what do we got coming up? So Friday, again, we got the community challenge. So if you haven't entered for the community challenge, make sure you do that. We will be doing that Friday after the stream, or during the stream, but at the end of the stream after the challenge, there will be an unboxing of something. I won't tell you what, you won't guess it. I'll just say that. And then if all goes well, we're gonna start a build series Saturday, hopefully. I've got a printer to unbox, a KP3S, or no, a Kingroom KP5S. Got a cutie, KIDI, or QIDI. KIDI? How do you pronounce it? Cutie? Anyways, I got one of those on the way too. So whenever that one shows up, we'll do a video or some streams on it. Yeah, KIDI. I've seen a lot of people have played with the KIDIs, and I've actually been trying to get one for a while because I do want to play with it, because it is, it's designed for carbon fiber and nylon, and it's enclosed, and I think it's got a chamber heater too, so I want to play with it. Is it cheaty? I know a lot of stuff like doesn't translate well properly. Because I know who has 3D Print General has one. And he uses it for the pew pew stuff, which I can't use it for the pew pew stuff, but is what it is. Cheaty. Okay. I don't know. Anyone know where to buy a Voron? Pascal, you're gonna be looking for a while. A 400 Voron is not a stock size. It's above the recommended build volume that we recommend for builds. So in terms of buying like even a kit, you're not gonna find a kit. You'll have to custom source the frame, the belts, the bed, like anything that's size related, you'll have to custom source. In terms of trying to buy like a pre-built machine, good luck on the flea market on the Voron Discord, but it's gonna be a long shot because most people build stock sizes. So Hevort, VCore has a stock 400 size. Yeah. Yeah, Bichu. Yeah, BQ is Bichu. I have a Cutie X Plus. Which one am I getting? It already shipped, so I can talk about it. Printers. Or actually, let me pull up my emails because I don't even. Which one did they send me? Because they actually contacted me a while ago, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down. And then they ghosted me for a while, and then they finally shipped it. There we go. It will be a XCF Pro. Yeah, XCF Pro. Yeah, XCF Pro. Yeah, that's the one. What do we got here? What do we got here? Dual Z-axis, carbon fiber ready. I think it has a Fadus in it. What do we got? We got 300 by 300 by 200. Yeah. Does it have a heated chamber? I can't remember if it has a heated chamber or not. Got a filament runout sensor. That's good. Where am I putting it? That's a problem for future Taylor. I have no idea. I am planning to get a rack here soon, so that I'll be able to put 3 tiers of printers. I'm gonna be moving the switch wire out. As cool as the switch wire with the ERCFA is, I don't use it. It's not part of my regular rotation, so I'm gonna be moving that out. The rep box is probably gonna go over there so that I can use it to feed some of the machines over here on the rack. Yeah, we'll see. I'm in the next like month or so, I'm gonna be doing some reorganization of this room and cleaning it up, so that I can actually use it properly. So what do we got? 52 for the chamber. Seems to be stabilizing around 52. But I think we're hotter than that. I just don't trust it. Go back to 120 to reset the timer. Yeah, it's been sitting at 52. So when we first tested this, how we did it was we put the bed at, I think, 100 mil. So we dropped the bed 100 millimeters. We put the tool head at the center of the XY. We turned the bed on to 120 and we left it. And after like an hour, the nozzle, the thermistor in the nozzle read like 63 or 64. Oh yeah, I should probably run a PID on the bed at this temperature with all the fans on. Yeah, good point. Yeah, let me run a new PID too. Which, by the way, on Klipper, you don't need to you don't need to have it at room temperature to start, by the way. You can just start at any point. Turn the part fan off for this. The part fan won't be running. What you're printing? We're just seeing what we get with the temperature, because we just put a we just rebuilt the tool head on it, and we put a chamber thermistor in. So we're just seeing what it reads, and it's reading a little lower than what we should be getting, but. Throw a blanket over it. As long as the fan in the back is visible. There we go. Oh, that's a Calvin shirt. There we go. Well, the plan was I would make a blanket over, like an actual like sleeve over it using the insulating stuff, the Reflectix, but I could just do this. And now we got a nice floral pattern. Yeah, we're redoing the PID tune right now, just with the fans. I'm pretty sure it's a generic 3950. I'm pretty sure it is. I have no idea. It's literally a random thermistor. Am I really dark on the camera? Oh man, the white balance went to crap when I put this up. 1 second. I'll watch. There we go. Did I define the chamber? I don't know. I just have it as a beta 3950 because that's all I'm assuming it is. It's just a generic thermistor that I had sitting on the shelf, which most of them are beta 3950s. Pretty much all, when I buy bulk thermistors, which I used to, they're pretty much all beta 3950s. You save config. Printer restarts. Set that to 120. Set that to 150. Heart fan to 50, convection fan to max. Well, it's Schrodinger's war on right now. But speaking of Schrodinger, you got 10 minutes to enter for some filament. You want to win some filament? You got 10 minutes to enter. What does that have to do with Schrodinger? I have no idea. But you got 10 minutes to enter. And then at some point in the future, we are going to be rebuilding the gantry on V226. We'll be putting CAN in it as well. We're going to be putting the one fly SHT board I got in it. So that will be also in the future-ish. I don't know when, but it will happen at some point. Same with the Death Racer build. Whenever parts start showing up that we can actually start building it, that will be that. Salad fork as well. A V-core is is a bit out, but that is kind of in the works, along with a VZ bot at some point. Thermistor broke off my heater block in my Sidewinder, so I have to get an upgrade while I'm at it. How do I tell what part I need and will they fit? Thermistors, cartridge thermistors, like this guy. Like if your thermistor looks like this, they're pretty much all universal. Just get a generic beta 3950. You can always and Marlin's kind of pink if you got a flash firmware. So just see, like, usually it's a beta 3950 thermistor or an NT104 GT. I like the common ones. If you're just looking for a new thermistor, just get it. Put it in. But if you're looking for an upgrade, like you're looking to swap out the entire like hot end assembly to a different hot end, I don't know what parts you would need. I don't have that printer. I've never seen that. I've never used that printer, so I have no idea what parts you would need. Check if that printer has a Facebook group or Discord, or go to like a generic 3D printing, like the 3D printing Discord, and ask there. You'll probably have better luck. Blanket getting warm. It's hard to tell because I got the vent above it open and the air conditioning's on. But we're getting to 54, which before it was at 52, so it's going up a little bit. And for those wondering, I can see inside the printer, so. Does ABS need to be dried? I ordered some KVP MBS and neither spool has desiccant or was vacuum sealed. What? KVP came unsealed? If you have a dryer, maybe run it through the dryer. Basically run some filament through the nozzle of your hot end. If you get bubbles, it needs to be dried. That's a quick and easy way to tell. My basement, right now, it never gets above 40% humidity. Right now it's like 36% humidity in my basement. I leave filament out all the time. PLA, PETG, ABS, it's no issue for me usually. But some of the stuff like nylons, I will vacuum bag. .36 humid here. Oh, in the winter it drops down like below 30, I think. Like it gets nuts and it gets so dry in this room in the winter. Oh yeah, the PID is much smoother now on the bed. So there is getting it. Here, let me refresh this. Ah, dang it, I can't modify it. I got a chart on my screen here of just the bed itself, or just the chamber. So you can see that's when we turned it off for a second, and now it's going back up. So, time for a drink. No, I gotta go pick up the little guy from daycare right after the stream ends, and then get lunch, or get dinner, so I'm not gonna drink. It's dry because all the filament sucks up the moisture. Maybe. But when at 10 o'clock or at 5 o'clock, I am going to turn it off. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to heat gun it because I only got an IR, you know, the laser one. Do I have COVID? No. And we'll see what this reads off some stuff in there. What am I shooting for? Whatever we get. But the thing is, I don't trust that chamber thermistor because remember, whenever you're printing stuff too, it's going to be hotter above the bed. So this chamber thermistor is at the back of the chamber. So this is like literally a dead spot in the chamber. So this is probably like the worst case scenario for like chamber temps. Like I know it gets so hot in here that like if you touch the frame inside like the crossbeam, it actually, you can't really keep your hand on it too long. Problem is it's all metal in there and it's reflective. So trying to get an accurate reading with this, but in 4 minutes, we're going to do the draw. So if you haven't entered, you got 4 minutes. You might want to do this now. Oh my god, Nero got the COVID. I had it last month. I got it from Murph. First week of July, I lived in the basement. That was fun. How is the front attached? With screws, not cardboard. No, not cardboard. ABS flat print. I tried to print 400 by 400 by 375 part and it always fall. I'm assuming fail. That is a massive part. You want to get your chamber as hot as it will go. You want to turn your part fan off. You want to print hotter than you normally do. Print with a brim. Print with bunny ears. So what that means is use like your slicer, generate like a circle that's like 1 layer tall. Put it on every corner and just throw them everywhere. You want as much bed adhesion with this thing. Print slow, print hot, no fan, 0 air movement. That's like when I printed these parts for the Mando armor. This is one of the ones I'm not using anymore. But like when I printed these were all printed vertically, very high risk of cracking, so no fan, I printed hotter, like 5 or 10 degrees than I normally print. Just hot. And no air movement. And don't print too fast, because if you print too fast, you make air movement. A lot of walls, too. A lot of walls help, I think. Bed adhesion helper. Yeah, basically, you want to make sure that thing sticks. Yeah, 56. So, yeah, it's heating up more now. So, yeah, the blanket helped. Okay, so we're gonna do that giveaway, but before we do that, let's open this up, see what we got. And there goes my white balance. I don't know, I gotta, wow. Okay, let's see here. So, first off, I don't know if the window is right, but the window is reading 46 degrees Celsius. This window is reading 46. The ACM is reading 37 Celsius. Just turn the heaters off. Turn the fan off. All the fans off. Tool head is reading 60. Belt is reading 55. The aluminum is reading 59. Can't read the bed. $58, 58, 48. How's that reading? 53. Yeah, the aluminum is reading like 60. So this, oh, that's warm. Yeah, that's that. Ooh, yeah. So the cross beam is reading 60 Celsius. Like literally these plastic parts you can't hold on to. 53, 54 Celsius. So the plastic is reading 54. How much is that screw? 49. Okay, well, it's reading 50 on the heater block, so I'm assuming that ain't right. It's reflective. Yeah. So the hottest temperature I read in there was 60. Yeah. Is this adjustable? No, this is cheap. This is a very cheap one. Like, it only reads to 50. Or, no, it'll go to 380, apparently. But if I, like, shine it at the nozzle, it reads 50. Wait. Yeah, I don't know. This should be... I got... Do you want the laser on or off? Do you want it C or F, or do you want the backlight? That's all I got. Inside, I got a 9-volt battery. This doesn't even have a brand on it. This was something I found in the garage when we bought the house, so... yeah. Cool, let's do a giveaway. After I turn the printer off. No, not that one. Hosts. Shut down. Doop. Okay, giveaway time. Close. Giveaway. Wheel of Names. So every stream we give away a spool of filament. If you don't win today, you can enter Friday. Wheel of Names. Go. Open that. Cancel. Close the entries. 657 entries. Yeah, I would love to, if I wish I had an infrared, that would be super cool. But, fortunately, it's not within the budget right now. So. Copying all the names. So how it works, if you do win, you don't have to be present to win. You can just only enter during streams themselves. And if you do win, you'll get an email from me after the stream ends. Little form you got to fill out, and you'll get your filament in a couple days to a couple weeks, depending on where you live in the world. But Polymaker does ship worldwide, as far as I'm aware. So. Copy. Paste. Jack Black, $5. Cheers. Repairs chip in. Thanks. Although, other than dog hair. Printed parts, I think we swapped out. Okay, so this got to what, like 55 degrees Celsius, so 56. Hottest temperature I read was 60. Give me a number between 1 and 6. Somebody give me a number between 1 and 6. Between 1 and 6. Why am I way up here? Am I supposed to be down here? There we go. 69. Dang it, that's in Samar, you went the wrong way. 5, 1, 3, 4, 5. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, some random computer algorithm knows. And then I'm gonna go get pizza. Big winner is Alicia Freeman. Congratulations, Alicia. Is it Alicia? Alicia. Alicia? Alicia. Alicia? Congratulations, you won yourself some filament. Yay, everyone golf clap. Get your information. So you will get an email from me after the stream ends. Fill out the form, get yourself some filament. Copy. Paste. There we go. There we go. Congratulations. That's there. There we go. Ooh. I'm tired. We're gonna end it there. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I know it was just a simple fixing stream, but Friday, again, Friday, if you have not entered yet, join the community Discord. Link in the description. Go to the Discord, go to the August Challenge channel, read the rules, and enter. It costs you nothing. The worst case, it costs you the cost of printing a benchy, which is pennies. And you can win some filament and some merch. You want an Only Benchy hat? You can go to the store and buy one. Or you can enter the contest and maybe win one. So, make sure you do that. Do this now. It costs you nothing. Get free shit. It's awesome. Plus, it gives me more content to talk about on Friday. Otherwise, it's going to be a really short stream. So, there's that. For those that donated to the stream, became members of the channel, or gifted memberships to others, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create, all this, without your continued support. So you're awesome, all of you. Even those that just watch the stream, you're awesome too, because you enjoy this show. That's why I do it. It's fun. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament that we give away every stream. You make good printer chow. It's good stuff. I think that's about it. This machine is mine, so I don't need to thank anyone for the machine. Hopefully the front doesn't fall off again. If it does, well, hey, that's just more content for future streams. So yeah, it's Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. I'm gonna go get some pizza. Cheers.